Hi everybody, what's up? My name is David and I'm making an album in 30 days. If you all haven't tuned in yet, this is day 19, so starting tomorrow I'll have 10 days left and it's all a little bit intimidating, but I'm pretty sure I'll make it through. So, long story short is, if you have been watching, you'll notice that I look a little bit different. I had to shave. I was sitting here all day just picking at my beard, and beard hairs would get all over my table and my keyboard and my other keyboard and everything, and it was disgusting. So I decided that it was time to make the decision to shave off the beard, and it serves the dual purpose of having nothing to hide behind. And so I was thinking about that today, and I wrote out this little beat called Nothing to Hide Behind. Let's listen to it, huh?
Nothing to hide behind, 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 nothing to hide behind.
Ooh, it's spicy, isn't it? So I wanted to show you a few things that I have going on with this beat. The first is, of course, the nothing to hide behind, nothing. That is vocal editing, and I was going to throw it into the sampler track, but then I realized that it's easier for me just to do it this way. What I would do is I would choose my range selection tool, I would select it, and I would duplicate it. And that's the easiest way to get those, and then I would perfectly quantize them to each other, and that's why they're so clean.
Nothing to hide behind, nothing to hide behind, nothing.
They're perfectly on time because I made them that way by editing the audio. And that is just one thing you can do. You know, if you want to duplicate this nothing, you just choose the nothing, then hit Control D, and it'll duplicate it.
Nothing to hide behind, nothing to hide.
So that's what I did, and it's easy enough to do that. That was just a little trick. So you can make your own sample within the project window without having to use the sampler track. And I was thinking I would play it on the keyboard, but that just became too obnoxious. And I sequenced this beat in Battery, and I wanted to key you guys into something that's a classic. It's called Using an 808 Kick Drum with a 909 Snare, and it's been done since the dawn of both of those machines. So what I did is I fired up Battery and I put in, I don't know, a kit that was like the tuned 808 kit, and I took this 808 kick, 909 snare, and since the dawn of time people have been using the 808 kick with the 909 snare, and then my hi-hats are actually just 3 different 808 hi-hats, and those are the only 5 samples that I use to make those drums, which sound, if I solo them, like so. And I just tuned down my 808, so you always want to tune your 808 kicks to make them sound the way you want. But I want to get into the hi-hat tuning. What I did was, I just mixed up quantized patterns, and everything is perfectly quantized, except for what I did was I used 16th notes on these first hits, and I added swing. And swing sort of delays the second beat within a quantized pattern. So you'll see it here. I'll pull up the quantized panel, and you get to the quantized panel by hitting that little thing right there to the right. And then you can add swing. You can also do it here on the side. The quantized data is here. I just like to use the quantized panel so I can always see where I'm at, and I keep it on my second monitor. And so I think I set the swing to about 45. Does that look right? It does. So as you can see, or maybe it was 40. Yeah, it was 40. I try to work in 0s and 5s if I don't take notes. So swing is very important. You can do swing, and it'll give you that sort of offset hi-hat sounds. And the other thing that you'll notice is that I mess with velocities. So if you alternate velocities on your hi-hats, you'll get a cool sound. And so I always do that when I'm doing hip-hop type stuff. And it's just the world's simplest 808 909 kick and snare. And use swing for your quantize. Those are 3 useful tips. I would have done more today, but this happened. So that's all I have to say. Just don't be afraid to sample stuff and duplicate it and time it up with your eyeballs here in Cubase on the project timeline. You can use an 808 kick with a 909 snare. Just tune your kick drum to make sure that it sounds cool. And when you're using hi-hats, make sure you use different velocities, and that'll make you sound dope. AF. That is all I have to say for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you liked it, feel free to like or subscribe or whatever. I don't really care. But I'll be back tomorrow with some more music and some more information. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.